like India with over 1 billion people, it is ironic that we don't talk about sex enough. I mean, we're a land where Kama Sutra was originated. Sex in our society has always been a hush-hush topic. However, with the surge of internet and convenient flow of information, sexual education should be more easily accessible, right? Well, in an ideal world, maybe. Today, most of the teenagers learn about sex through the worst possible way. Porn. It's convenient, it's easy, and probably it is fun to indulge in the idea of a perfect body and cinematic moments. But trust us when we tell you, porn sets you up for some real disappointment. Sex is not perfect, nor is it male-centered, and it is definitely not that noisy. In real life, you fumble, you take breaks, you get thirsty, or you even fall off the bed during sex. It is less than perfect, unlike the way it is portrayed on the screen. Thanks to the unlimited access of the internet and not enough access to proper sexual education in India, there are a million myths that revolve around sex today. So today, we're going to have a look at all the myths that revolve around sex and burst them for you. Myth number 1. You can't get STIs from oral sex. The truth is, oral sex is safer. But sexually transmitted infection can also occur due to exchange of bodily fluids. STIs like chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis can be spread through oral sex. Using a condom, dental dam, or other barrier method the right way every time you have oral sex can be the only way you can reduce the risk of getting or giving an STI. Myth number 2. You can tell if somebody has an STI. It is true that in some cases you might be able to figure out that there is an STI, but not always. The only way you can know if somebody has a sexually transmitted infection is by getting them tested. Many STIs don't show up outward symptom or may not even show up till much later. There is no substitute for getting a medical screening and being totally honest about it with your partner and expecting the same kind of transparency from them. It might be scary to think about the result of a test which might in turn motivate you to not get tested at all in the first place. But an early detection of an STI will help you contain it in the early stages and not allow it to be a severe issue. Myth number 3. Pulling out is good enough. The truth is, men discharge bodily fluids before the ejaculation phase and women can also produce vaginal fluids during the arousal. And the exchange of these bodily fluids can cause pregnancy, STI, even if somebody pulls out before the ejaculation. All it takes is one tiny sperm to get someone pregnant. Most of the unwanted pregnancy happen because of this withdrawal method. This is no foolproof plan, so heads up. Myth number 4. HIV can be transmitted through any bodily fluid. We're going to keep this one short. HIV can only be transmitted because of 4 bodily fluids: semen, blood, breast milk, and vaginal secretion. It is not transmitted through any other bodily fluid like urine, saliva, tears, etc. Myth number 5. You can't get pregnant when you are on your period. It is the most untrue belief about sex that leads to unplanned pregnancy. It is unlikely that a woman can get pregnant during her menstruation, but not impossible. Sperms can stay alive inside the uterus for several days, especially if a woman has a shorter cycle. While the likelihood of getting pregnant is lesser during this period, having sex during menstruation does not keep the scare away completely. Hence, it is smarter to use protection to keep away from the unwanted pregnancies and STIs. Myth number 6. Size matters. Is it a universal law that what's bigger has to be better? Does the intensity of one's pleasure depend on the size? No. Only about 4 cm, which is the external 1/3 of the vaginal tube, contains the sensory nerve for arousal and orgasm. So why waste time trying to stimulate the internal 2/3 of vaginal tube when there's not even going to be a response? So let's settle the debate here. Size does not matter. Myth number 7. A woman's orgasm has to be earth-shattering. Myth, and 100% myth. Some women have orgasm and don't even know about it. Pelvic muscles don't contract as much for some women. However, after a point in arousal, they do feel relaxed and content. So if you can't relate to all the weirdly loud orgasms online, then don't panic. You're still very much normal. So make sure you remember all these and never fall for such myths again. Only when we talk about sex, we actually make it better and a safer experience for everyone. Needless to say, being educated about sex does not translate into being ready for sex. Be safe, be patient, and be smart. Make good choices. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this video and coming back to our channel. We hope that we've been able to break some myths around sex for you. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. We would love to hear your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time.